Greetings from the swamps, I'm Andy. And if you're wondering why the paint didn't drip saying which series, that's because today I'm giving you a 3-for-1. That's what she said. First off is evil rock lord Brimstone. Brimstone was second in command under Magmar. He was voiced by Richard Gautier. If that name doesn't sound familiar, it's probably because I mispronounced it. Otherwise, he was the voice actor for Hot Rod or Rodimus Prime in Season 3 of G1, taking over for Jed Nelson, who couldn't be bothered. Bender rules. Or you might know Richard as the voice of Serpentor from G.I. Joe. Cobra, la 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 la. For all you haters, some of the main Transformer voice actors were also part of the GoBots and Rock Lords. And once Hasbro bought them out, they recycled the names. The toy itself is one of the most recognizable Rock Lords, and one of my favorites. Even though he has visible face syndrome in his rock mode, hello, he is still a classic and a must-have. Moving on to Cybertron Brimstone. He was actually in quite a few episodes, playing bodyguard or servant to Scourge, alongside Undermine. I view the toy as mediocre. It's okay in robot mode. Has a lot of articulation, but the wings are big and thick. That's what she said. Although he is cartoon accurate, it takes away from his head sculpt, which is really nice. The body is clunky in the wrong ways. However, his arms and his asymmetrical legs are his saving grace. But his gimmick is a little bit cheesy. The Beast alt mode is decent at first glance. However, it does suffer the same visible head syndrome as his namesake. And obviously you can see one of his legs underneath, which is accurate but way more pronounced than it needs to be. That being said, his other leg is actually quite successful as being the pterodactyl's head. He was voiced, if you want to call it that, by Terry Klassen, who has done almost as many extra voices as Scott McNeil. There were talks of this toy being repainted and released as a BotCon exclusive as Dive Bomb, but they were abandoned. Thankfully. Last but not least, we have Universe 2.0 Brimstone. This has to be my favorite minicon from the exclusive box set, and maybe my favorite minicon ever. His robot mode is very detailed and straight to the point for such a small figure, and his dragon mode the same, even to the point of being able to open his mouth. And yes, he even has visible face syndrome as well, and his minicon port is in an odd place. He has to hump something in order to turn it on. That's what never mind. So that was a look at Brimstone through the ages. He's come a long way. My next review will be on a household appliance. I hope you enjoy.